but I'm doing it, for a greater cause, which is, money.
I'm doing this 100 days for money.
They come in, and when they do some kind of crime like that, they leave quickly and there's no real repercussions for them.
Ice Poseidon, after making millions of dollars by streaming in South Korea and Japan, just vanished in a way that makes it feel like he never even existed. Yes, guys, you heard it right. Ice Poseidon disappeared after cashing out millions from South Korea and Japan. Right now, in a newly released documentary by Alex Novel about Johnny Somali, Ice Poseidon explained how IRL streaming can make you millions of dollars in no time, basically just by harassing people. He didn't say harassing people, but you already know how Ice Poseidon made this insane amount of money. And the main thing you have to understand is that Ice Poseidon is basically the only guy who truly benefited from the whole South Asian IRL streaming mess. So in this video, I'm going to break down how they ruined South Korea and Japan. If you pay attention, you'll see Vitaly went to the Philippines because of Ice Poseidon. At that time, Ice Poseidon was in the middle of a challenge. If he could survive 100 days streaming in South Korea and Japan, he'd get a huge payout from Kick. Vitaly was also a Kick streamer, so he went to the Philippines too. But as you guys know, Vitaly got detained and is about to face some serious consequences in the Philippines. And there's even a chance he'll get deported. And we all know Johnny Somali. Johnny came to Japan, did his nuisance streaming, then went to South Korea, and that's when he got completely messed up. But Ice Poseidon is the one who never really faced any consequences. You might wonder how Ice Poseidon managed to avoid all this. It's simple. He's not as dumb as Johnny Somali or Vitaly. Ice Poseidon was actually smart about it. If you notice, he brought a whole bunch of nuisance streamers with him, but instead of doing the dirty work himself, Ice Poseidon sent his friends out to do the nuisance streaming while he stayed behind, acting clean, pretending to be a harmless streamer who didn't do any of that nonsense. As you guys already know, Ice Poseidon, the so-called king of chaos streamers, pretty much built the whole nuisance streamer community. He's the guy who did that 100-day IRL stream in South Korea and Japan, doing shady stuff that basically ruined the image of both countries. And when the Japanese community finally started taking legal action against him, what did he do? He ran away from Japan and hid out in South Korea. Then, once he made his money, he dipped out of South Korea too. And this isn't just my opinion. He himself admitted it when that recent documentary about nuisance streamers like Johnny Somali and Ice Poseidon came out. He straight up confronted the truth. He did all that shady stuff just for money.
But I'm doing it, for a greater cause, which is, money.
I'm doing this 100 days for money because I like money. And if I stream for 100 days, I make a lot of money.
The viewers donate money to have a conversation with me. They'll send money to have it read on stream.
Did you hear that? He actually said it himself. He did it all for cash. Everyone knows these nuisance streamers only care about money. They don't care who they disrespect or what chaos they cause. It's all about views, drama, and quick cash. Look at Johnny Somali. He basically destroyed himself trying to copy Ice Poseidon but couldn't even make half the money. And the biggest joke? The drama between Johnny Somali and Ice Poseidon was all fake. They were fighting each other online, acting like enemies, but the real plan was to make more money and go viral. But guess what? They flopped this time. Ice Poseidon even said that Johnny Somali has no boundaries and tried to act like he's better than him.
Johnny Somali is a scumbag and I don't want to hang out with him. I have boundaries and some people cross those boundaries and I don't associate with those people. They give my genre that I've popularized a bad name. I did popularize the genre.
When I made videos on Ice Poseidon before, a lot of people commented that Ice Poseidon wasn't a nuisance streamer, but this is exactly where he played smart. He brought nuisance streamers along. Remember that guy from Ice Poseidon's team who threw an ice ball at a Japanese guy? That blew up into a huge controversy, but Ice was behind it and no one pointed a finger at him. So this is how Ice Poseidon even bragged that he made millions off the Japanese people. He admitted it himself.
Yeah, to your country. Yeah, I made millions of dollars in your country. I made millions of dollars in your country.
And you guys already know from my last video that Ice Poseidon's ally, the same team member who helped him pull off nuisance streaming in Japan, and Johnny Somali has also said multiple times that Ice Poseidon is his master, the one who taught him nuisance streaming. Ice Poseidon was the one who basically told Johnny Somali to do all this.
Criminal nuisance live streamer gang called CX. I am a high-ranking member in the black sheep of the family. We are ran by our top leader, Ice Poseidon. He's the leader of CX and Miskiff, the leader of OTK. We are part of a live streaming international criminal mafia of nuisance streamers that have came to Japan to bring you freedom, to bring you American values. will never stop us.
Remember, Johnny Somali couldn't escape from South Korea with $1 million. Ice Poseidon? He escaped Asia with millions, then bragged about it like it's something to be proud of. Now he says he has boundaries? Give me a break. If you remember, back then, South Korean streamers even called him out for being a chaos streamer, and he denied it. He never admitted he was ruining their streets. Even South Korean lawyers have said what Ice Poseidon and his crew did in South Korea wasn't just shady, it was insane. Doctors, lawyers, even locals, they all spoke up. You can watch them say it in videos. They all agreed. Ice Poseidon and his gang caused chaos, ruined public places, and embarrassed the country for some quick views and donations.
Ice Poseidon seems to have a skill in attracting very bad people. So if we look at Ice Poseidon's crew, if they're not doing insane stuff, they don't get the same viewers as other people. They kind of try to outdo each other, and they just snowball into worse and worse behaviors. They think they're very intelligent. These are all very unintelligent, very unsophisticated, rough, crass, plebeian people. The Black Day fella, he just went and punched someone in the face for no apparent reason. They come in, and when they do some kind of crime like that, they leave quickly and there's no real repercussions for them. But if they can make legislation, then it's much easier to then attack people like Ice Poseidon, who are very sneaky in the way that they do things. Other individuals that are covering Johnny are also looking at Ice Poseidon, but they're, I think, taking their time to make sure that they have the proper evidence before they scare him off.
I completely agree with that. Just think about the shady things these nuisance streamers have done, and yet nothing really happens to them. No real consequences. And that's exactly why more streamers are getting confident to pull the same shady stunts. They see that chaos makes money and the law does nothing, so they keep pushing it further every time. And the worst part, if these guys don't get punished, it damages the reputation of these countries. Why did South Korea and Japan fail to punish these chaos creators properly? That's the real question. And don't think Ice Poseidon is done. He might be back in America now, but his influence is still in Japan and South Korea. Yes, you heard that right. He's still winning in Japan. How? His crew is still there, doing shady stuff, copying his playbook, making chaos in public places just to farm views here. Look at my last video. Another nuisance streamer got into a public fight with another chaos streamer in Japan just for clout. Who's responsible? Ice Poseidon. He's the blueprint. Even if he's not physically in Korea anymore, you really think he's not telling his crew what to do? He's pulling strings from far away, no doubt. So here's my point. If South Korean and Japanese authorities don't step up and deal with these nuisance streamers properly, it's only going to get worse. The next generation of chaos streamers is going to keep ruining these countries' image just for money and views. So what do you guys think? Should these chaos streamers finally get real consequences, or are we just going to watch them?
Get out of your country. Yeah, I made millions of dollars in your country. I made millions of dollars in your...
We are ran by our top leader, Ice Poseidon. He's the leader of CX and Miskiff, the leader of OTK.